Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the happy hour. 20 seconds until we get this show started. Remember, moderators, no blocking. And if anybody asks you what you doing up over here, okay, hold on for a second. I'm moving a little too fast. Listen, if you're new and you want to sit with us, you definitely have to hit that subscribe button. And if anybody asks you what you doing up here around here, down here, you make sure you let them know. Mind the business that pays you and everything's allegedly. Even my days allegedly. And y'all better be hitting a wine glass on this Monday, okay? Jasmine is excited that this is a light day for her. She ain't have to cut no videos. She ain't have to vet no stories. She ain't have to put no pictures together, nothing like that. When I screen happy hour, Jasmine be so excited. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like going to work on your day off. You know you ain't finna do nothing. Nothing, because Tasha got it. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? I got me a little fresh haircut. Okay. It's hot. Florida is so hot, y'all. Y'all have no idea. All I do is just take your 3 showers a day because you are going to sweat as soon as you get out the shower, all right? So listen, just in case you guys don't know why everybody's getting on up in here, this is happy hour. Happy hour is about us and our business, our trials, tribulations, or just celebrations or whatever it is that we may have going on in our life. There's no room for celebrity gossip over here today, okay? We will revisit that on Wednesday, and we got a lot of it being stacked up now as we speak, okay? Now, and I bit my tongue earlier today. Huh? That's what Mama used to tell me. Jasmine said it's because I talk too much. My mama used to tell me that when I bite my tongue, I'm like, dang, this shit hurt. It feel like I got punched in my jaw. I was bike riding today, and there was a little hill, and I had to, and I'm a tongue biter. I used to be a thumb sucker. Then I moved to sucking dick. And then now I bite tongue. Sorry, what'd you say? I know, only 2 minutes into the show, demonetized. Jasmine was like, we ain't getting paid on this show today. Okay, so listen, happy hour is all about us. You guys get to ask your questions on your business. You guys get to ask questions related to your family, any type of advice that you need, okay? We are here as winos to answer it and give it all right? So we do enough of telling everybody else's business, so we're going to tell our own. Do I have any business of mine to tell? I'm always telling my business so much. Sometimes when I tell the story once, I'm like, I already talked about that. But I may not have said it to you. You know, let me think about that. Here's the thing. If you guys want to call in, the link is in the description box, okay, as well as in the chat. If you don't call in, we're going to end the live and go home. It's a really light day for us, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I want to chill with y'all, you know, but the thing is, like, this is this is a on deck show. We put everything, all hands on deck. So you guys, the link is in the chat. You don't have to show your face. You can just, it's just be your voice only. It can be audio only, or you can write in. The email is coming to my phone. unwindwithTashaK@gmail.com. That is unwindwithTashaK@gmail.com. Or you can write your question in the chat, and I'll answer your question from the chat. Okay, look, we already got people popping in, all right? So listen, we're going to go ahead and roll a few ads to give people time to write in, to click the link, or write their question in the chat. After these ads play, we're going to go ahead and get into our business, all right? Y'all ready? I got my wine. Hope you got yours. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Bowley raise a glass to. We'll be right back. Let's go.
Get up, boy. Get up and go and find yourself a job.
Mr. Taylor, the position that you're applying for has already been taken.
What? Security. Man, let me touch on me. Let me go, man. We gotta open up a comedy club, bro. How we gonna open up a comedy club if we don't have any money, man?
Brother, I am a pimp, okay? You don't see these clothes? This is all pimping. I got chicks everywhere, okay? That's what pimping do.
You have my money?
Technically, I don't have your money, but imaginatively, it's coming.
If I don't see my money in 2 weeks, I'm gonna shoot you.
I really don't know what's going on because you talking about shooting me and I didn't even ask to borrow your money.
How may I help you, sir?
You forgot to put sugar in my tea. Look, I mean, feeling like I'm getting emotionally choked up because I'm a man. I ain't supposed to be crying, but...
Listen, do you want the job or not?
I want the job.
I can go to the next room. I do this all day. I don't get any pleasure from this.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you get pleasure from doing it. I'm just...
And pull your drawers down.
Put my drawers down. What are you talking about, man?
Hey, Brokey. Don't you forget, rent is due on the 1st of the month. Sitting around here doing nothing. Ain't got no money, no nothing.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
I'm not a TV bitch. I'm a bitch that's on TV. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not one of these TV bitches. Bitches like, no, bitch, I will rag you off camera. I don't even want the TV moment. I really want you to know what time I'm on. But if I don't get I'm sorry, I'm going to stomp it out. Shut the fuck down!
They almost took me down. They was too heavy.
Let's say you're in a relationship with a really great girl, and lo and behold, you've been lying to her the entire time. Not only do you have another woman on the side, that woman is your wife. Your wife. You're married. So let's say you did all that. My question is, why?
Men can't be trusted. The only way I'd believe a man is if I knew what he was thinking. Because they'll tell you anything to get what they want.
Yo, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight, especially you lovely ladies.
Those mofos have silver tongues.
She may be a suck-ass teacher, but Miss King is off the hook. If I was a little bit older and she was a lot younger, we could do it up fraternal style.
Richard.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
And we're back, okay? Remember, guys, this is Happy Hour. This is a show that's all about us, all right? So you guys actually get to write in, you get to call in, or you get to write your question in the chat, and we're going to answer them to the best of our abilities, okay? Please just don't ask me questions on, like, how to start a YouTube channel. I mean, that's easy, a Google account. But if you have questions about your business and stuff, I am all open. That is my thing. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have failed at businesses. I have been successful at businesses and things like that. You guys, please don't mind me speaking with my tongue today. I just bit the shit out of it, and I just took some, it hurts. All right, so here's the thing. It hurts. It's painful. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. We have people waiting backstage, but guys, I need you to write in if you don't want to call in. unwindwithTashaK@gmail.com. Remember, if you don't write in or call in, we're just going to end the live. So if it's only 2 questions today, it's only 2 questions. It is what it is. We're going with the flow here. We're going to let God, we just going to let it be. Okay? All right, so here's the thing. I thought that I read this question. Please hold backstage if you guys, I know there's some people that clicked in, so hold patiently real quick. I'm just going to read this question real quick. But I thought I answered this question. Help me, Winos, if I didn't, okay? So she said, this is a second request at a live question. Hi, Tasha. I've been with my baby daddy for 8 years, and we have 2 children. I make over $96K and currently wanting to buy a house, but I don't want to be with him anymore, and I don't want him to be a part of that. He is a forklift driver and only makes $21 an hour, which is not the issue. I got a job offer in Texas and moved him away from all of his family, so it's just us. I could have sworn we read this. Okay, the issue is I just don't like him anymore, but I feel obligated because we moved away, and I knew coming in what he did want, how much money he made. I don't know what that means, okay? The only reason we got together is because I got pregnant. We were just effing, and we really didn't know each other, but now we're just not compatible. What are your thoughts? Anonymous, okay? I could have swore, Jasmine, don't this question sound familiar? And what did I tell her last time? Tell the man the truth. Just tell him you don't want him no more, okay? At all. Like, you're preparing to buy a house. I don't know how long it's going to take for this house to close, for you to close on this house, but that gives him ample amount of time to get his own place close to you and the kids. So have a talk. You guys are grown now. Sounds like he's a good dude. You know, to be with you this long. I don't know why y'all ain't married. I'm glad y'all didn't, because it's easy now to separate, but obviously you've outgrown him. And let me see what $21 an hour is. Hold on for a second, because you tallied up your 96,000. Let me see what this $21 an hour is giving right now. Okay, so if he worked 21 times 40 hours a week, that ain't but $840. What? Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, okay. Never mind. Yeah, just have an adult conversation with him and let him know you don't want to be with him no more. And so you're getting ready to buy a house. And, while you're actively in the process of looking for a home, you guys need to figure out how you're going to separate and him get his own place, but make sure it's a place close to you and the kids. And, buy his job. And he can get a forklift, with all the Mexicans getting deported and stuff. He can get a forklift driving position easy. Yeah, seriously. Remember, guys, if you want your question answered, if you got a question, anything you're going through in life, please email me. It's coming right to my phone, unwindwithtasha@gmail.com. That is unwindwithtasha@gmail.com. We do have a wino waiting backstage. Let's let him through real quick, okay? All righty. Popular Hunter. Popular Loner, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Oh my God, Miss Tasha, can you see me? Can you hear me? Oh my, wait a second. Is it me? Is it my turn? Is it my time to shine? Hi, Miss
I don't know
Tasha.
what just happened. Okay, how you doing?
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. So just give me a second. Like I've
Okay,
never
you
had.
look great.
Thank you. I'm in my pajamas. Oh, I love you. Hi, Miss Jasmine. Hi, Mr. Shay. Okay. So
Stay
I'm so
close to the
nervous.
microphone because you're fading out just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All
It could
right.
be my phone.
Okay, so where are you
So
calling from?
well, I'll tell you where I'm from. I can't say where I'm calling from, but I'm from
Okay.
Ohio. No,
Okay,
it's not
gotcha.
that.
So
No,
what's
no,
your
no.
question?
So I wanted to ask you, as a mother, and I know someone's probably asked this question, and it is one of those simpler questions, but it's something that I need to ask. As a mother, and I am a first time mom and a very ambitious mom, okay?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. What
Okay.
is your advice for just a work-life balance, if that makes sense? Just some type of work-life balance, because I feel like the things that made me feel really good, whether it be like my YouTube channel or working out or this and that, those things, now that I have like a child, my man, a good man too, it's like I try to invest in those things the same way that I used to, but I feel like sometimes I can end up neglecting like they or just, So I'm just trying to figure out how can I, like, I don't know if I need to reset my mind and be like, okay, look, the same things that used to make you feel good before, we need to kind of integrate that with the new life. Like, I just don't know. So I just wanted some advice. Like, I know it's probably a simple question, but
It's
plus
not.
I have to add in so I was in the military. I am medically retired. I have really bad PTSD. So I go to a bunch of therapy and yeah. So it's just that on top of everything else, just trying to stay into the swing of things.
Okay. How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 29.
Okay, thank you so much for being vulnerable enough to show your face and call in. How old's baby?
So she'll be 2 in February.
Oh, girl. So, all right. So you're going from a very selfish place to a
Yes, a
self,
very selfish place.
okay, to a
Yeah.
selfless place now. That's an adjustment, and you don't adjust in 2 years because when you have a baby and you're postpartum, you got hormonal issues and things. You're learning this new person, and this person is teaching you how to parent them.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you got a whole person. And then on top of that, you probably got fears, all sorts of things surrounding yourself. And then you got a man you got to be there for as well. Okay. And then
Yes.
you got yourself.
I know myself, which was like all the way at the back of that. You know what I mean? All the way at the back.
It's never going to get any easier. Okay. And I have an 18-year-old daughter now. My son will be 6 on Thursday. Been married 19 years. I have, businesses that I run, then I have my personal life. I have my family life. It never gets easier. But what makes it easy for me is I'm a control freak. So I have to control my environment too, as much as I can. Now, I know realistically and spiritually, we're in control of nothing. But if I feel that I have some type of control over my day, knowing that I'm going out and I have a goal that I have to accomplish, guess what? It lowers the stress. It just helps you to balance everything. It helps you to feel accomplished, not only for yourself, but also for your family. And you have to compartmentalize that. You really do. And so compartmentalization may be, for me, I like to use myself as an example. In the morning, of course, my son is back home. He was in Africa for 3 years. So that did give me a break, to be able to do what I needed to do for my company and stuff like that. But now he's back. So my mornings totally consist of him. Now, on days where I need to do things, I just get up a little earlier, 4 a.m. I do everything that I need to do, whether it's work, whether it's answer emails, whether it's praying, whether it's exercising. If I have to do things that I just have to get done in order for me to function during that day, I get up at the wee hours, okay? If I'm exhausted from the night before, I sleep in and my son and I get ready together, right? Then I make his lunch, I take him to school. After he comes from school, I go exercise and then I get on meetings. So I'm on meetings for the first part of the day, sometimes leading into the second part of the day. And in the second part of the day, I'm with the winos. Okay. Then we got, that's 2 parts of the day. Then we got third part of the day after the winos. No, that's 3 parts. Fourth part of the day is dinner time, picking up kids, dinner time, and then you have your time again. So you just have to compartmentalize and schedule and speak with your husband ahead of time. Like, when do you notice your body starts to break down and need a break? So like, if it happens to you every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks, or maybe once a month, just say, hey, call your mom up or somebody. Say, hey, can I drop the baby off for this weekend? I'm going to go do a me trip. Talk to your husband or your boyfriend about that. Like, this is just for me to decompress. Nobody's asking me for nothing. I ain't got to give you no ass. I ain't got to cook for you. I ain't got to wait on this baby. I don't have to do nothing but just wake up.
Yes.
48 hours to 3 hours, okay? 48 hours to 3 days, okay? Just you doing absolutely nothing. Whatever it is you want to do, okay? And make sure you summon your family. And so, like I said, just compartmentalizing and, sometimes it don't get easy. Like today I had to text my assistant because she was like, you said today, cancel the meeting. And I was like, I did? She was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. I had to text her. I was like, thank you so much for helping me to figure out my life because it's all over the place sometimes. Sometimes you don't even feel like you have control, but you got it. Your skin ain't breaking out, so you're doing good.
Thank you. And then I know someone else that's waiting. Just
You're
really
good.
quick. Because
Go
I
ahead.
honestly, there's probably like 2 quick ones. One is about your products. I just had a quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes. I want to make sure I'm not overdoing it. How
What's
many
up?
times a week are we supposed to be taking the mushroom, like the powder?
Oh, you can do that as much as you want. You can
Because
do it once a day.
I was taking it every day, and then I heard you say something because we have the gun. I have so many of your products. Y'all, really
Well, I
quick. Me
appreciate
and Miss
that.
Tasha don't know each other, but I'm just letting y'all know the products work. I got the energy strips, the mushroom complex. It makes me feel very focused and energized. Yes, but
The,
no,
mush-
like
the mushrooms
yes,
do that. They have
they
you
do. Yes, because I
locked
feel
and
like
loaded. Yes, yes.
yes, my mind would be all over the place. So that was my okay. So that's good then. My third question, really quick. When do you, and I know there's probably a lot of women in the chat that feel this way, and I won't get too into it because it is a vulnerable topic.
Okay.
So, when you have a certain relationship with your mom, right? Whether no matter how intense or not intense that is, like how do you work that into? Because I do have a daughter now, and I used to
Mm-hmm.
always be very fearful of having a daughter just because of the dynamic that I had with me and my mom. So I'm like, I don't know, like, how do you, like, do you have any advice there or just?
Good question. I do. And it's very hard, especially if you had, I don't know what the relationship was with you and your mom. I don't know if it was, I just don't know the dynamics, but I will tell you this, and this is a hard pill that I had to swallow. And I'm eating that now that my daughter's 18, because she likes to reference the relationship that I have with my mom as the relationship that I have with her. And I'm like, baby girl, you cry when I yell at you. I used to get beat out of me. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's a difference, okay? And so now that like I do regret putting up a wall between me and my mom, because my mom, when I was younger, went through a lot of things, and her and I just got into this we just got into it about this a couple weeks ago. She called me. She got upset over the Demery Perez interview, Desiree Perez's daughter. And she was like, why would you bring that up? And I said, Mom, that's my story. Well, she was like, I don't remember it like that. And I was like, I know you don't. Because remember, like I picked you up off the ground when you tried to OD. You don't remember a lot of stuff. But you can't ask me to, like, I know that it hurts her when she sees that, but I told her, I said, Mom, that's a part of my therapy and it's a part of therapy for everyone else. Now, one thing that I do regret is that I carried a lot of the hurt, pain, trauma from seeing a lot of the things that I saw when I was younger into my adulthood. Even though I had therapy, it was just kind of my way of protecting myself from it not happening again. But my mom is not that same person at all. And it's not fair that she got treated that way because I was afraid of being hurt again. You see what I'm saying? And so no one can hurt me unless I allow them to hurt me now at this stage. But when you're a child, it's like, this is the person that feeds me. This is my roof over my head. So I have to kind of take it. So, but now that I'm older, I'm like, hey, nobody can hurt me. And my mom is not hurting anybody. She when you're hurting yourself, like she was hurting herself. So naturally she would hurt everybody around her. And I was just like, Mom, a lot of the stuff that I went through, I did not get counseling for. So I literally carried a lot of that stuff for years until I got counseling. Right? But then when I got counseling, I still held on to it subconsciously. And so it affected the dynamic between, her and I, and even when my daughter was present sometime. And so now that when my daughter goes through things with me and I'm trying to be a parent, she likes to quickly revert, well, you do this to your mama. I'm like, hold up, this is not the same. So you have to, as a mother, okay, be mindful that I don't know what state your mom is, and I don't know what her mental condition is. I don't know what that is, but you have to judge the person by who they are now. And I know sometimes it's hard. It's kind of like you say you suffer from PTSD. It's hard when subconsciously that stuff is embedded in you, and you have to get therapy and resources to help you to work through that stuff. So you just have to know that your mom is going to treat your kids better than she treated you. You do know that, right?
I do, and that's the thing. So with my mom, and I just want to clarify because I know if my mom sees it, she gonna be like, "Here she
I
go."
know mine too. She tired. I'm like, but that's my story,
No,
Mom. But go ahead.
and I love my mom. My mom was a great mom, and that's where I'm trying to learn how to validate myself without having to caveat and do that. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to express myself and share my feelings without it being like I have to hurry up and go to the aid of like my mom. My mom was definitely there. She had me when she was 25. I couldn't imagine. And she did everything. You know what I mean? She held it down. She was also a single mother. I just feel like our relationship, I am the oldest. I am a girl. It was just a lot. It was just different.
You
For
had a
me,
lot of responsibility.
just emotionally, I don't know. I just feel like,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to talk
Most
about.
first kids do. Most first kids do, because the parents
You know?
don't know how. I couldn't imagine what my daughter went through. I'm a first time mom, and I'm dumping all that shit that I got on her. And she's like, what the hell? They just want to be free from it. But go ahead.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, anytime I talk about these things, when I think, I can't help but to not think about probably what my mom had to go through. She had me at 25. And then, like, the way she held it down, she going to school, doing all these different things, it does make you look back and be like, okay, well, what would I have done in that situation, or how would I have shown up? But I don't know. I just feel like having a daughter, it's just a fear of mine. It's a lot here.
No, you just gotta take it one day at a time, and remember your daughter is teaching you how to parent her. A lot of times we make mistakes as parents by trying to parent our kids like we were taught to parent. Whole time your child needs a whole different parenting style. Okay. So just focus on that and accomplishing small goals, still setting goals for yourself so that you feel like you're doing something.
No,
So when
definitely.
she turns 10 or 11 and she don't want you around no more, what are you gonna do?
That part, because that I'm like, well, there's
Yes.
probably be that I don't know. I think
Yeah,
when
so
you
you
talk about your
gotta
stories, and I
just
think about my
compartmental
mom. Yes,
just compartmentalize, plan, and set small goals and move towards the big goal, okay? You're gonna be
yes, ma'am.
fine.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate the
Bye.
support.
Yes.
Bye,
Thank you.
mama. I love our women over here. Oh my God. Like, yeah. Who's next? Okay, remember, guys, you guys can call in. You can hit the link. You can ask your question in the chat, or you can email me. It's coming right to my phone. Your question on anything that you're going through. UnwindwithTashaK@gmail.com. I will answer it to the best of my ability, and so will the winos that are watching, okay? Shout out to all the winos that are watching on every platform. Let's go. Who's next?
Tasha, can you hear me okay?
Yes, what's your name?
Girl, I can't tell you my name, but we'll just stick with the kid, okay?
Stick with the kid, and where you calling from?
We're gonna say South Carolina.
Okay, South Carolina it is. What's your question today?
Tasha, as we get older, we have friends that we just outgrow, especially
Yeah.
females.
Yes.
Oh, child. So I'm trying to debate if I want to block my friend from communicating with me. She kind of got sick, had a stroke. So let me give you a little bit of background, like the Cliff Notes. She got
Okay.
caught. She got caught cheating, right, in a hotel with a married man, rather. And so, okay, she went through whatever she went through with her husband, and then she had a stroke. And
Ooh.
then she's like riding the fence with her and her husband because she still wants the side dude to take care of her. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, I watch a lot of, what's the name of that TV show? I can't think
How
of the name.
catch them cheating and shit? What?
All kind of stuff. Like,
Cheating?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, you doing too much at our big old age. And I'm like, it's too much for me because I don't live like that. And I don't know what to do with her. Like, I
How
want
old
to
are
help
you?
her because
How old are you guys?
almost 50.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
And I'm like, somebody's going to get killed the way that well, I don't want to say that word. I'm sorry. But somebody's going to get hurt based on the games that both of them are playing. The married side dude, the husband, her. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay. Definitely messy. Very
Very.
toxic. How close are you guys? Are you best friends?
Well, I'm beginning to learn a lot about her that I didn't realize or pick up on because it was we hung out a lot, but I never had to get in her real personal business. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
now learning a lot, since she's in a vulnerable state.
So
I
you want
mean,
to cut her off after her stroke?
that's the part that I'm struggling with. Like, yeah, that's the part
And
I'm
you
struggling
can't ask
with.
me.
Yeah,
So
right.
when you do it, you can be like Tasha K said, I'm
No,
already the
it's
most hated
not.
on the internet.
I'm not. But it's too much. Like, what do people do when these people get out here and
Well, let me ask you a question, okay?
um,
How is it affecting you? Be honest. That's not a trick question.
yeah,
How is it affecting you?
it does affect me emotionally because I'm the one that has to hear all these things. I'm the
Okay.
one that has to, because I'm the single friend, right? So the single friend always got all this time and they think can do any and everything. So
Yeah.
I'm there probably more than some of the others. So it's like,
Okay.
girl.
Okay. All right. So that's a tough one. Have you prayed about it?
Yeah, I've been praying about it, and it's been leading me to distant myself from her. Honestly,
Okay, but she's still actively reaching out to you during a vulnerable phase in her life right now.
yeah, but she ain't listening. Nothing I tell her, she's
Okay.
not listening. Yeah, she's not following my advice.
Okay. I mean, how bad of a stroke? I mean, obviously she able to still call and talk to you about certain things. I mean, is she able to not move? Is she wheelchair
Yeah,
confined? What?
no, she's not wheelchair confined, but she has lost mobility in one of her arm, and
And I think the stroke was from her stress that she was
yeah,
going
yeah, because she was going through it with her husband. But yeah,
Okay, let me revert to me.
yeah,
If it were me, I would cut her off.
okay, Would you give
And
an explanation? How does that just?
I am the type of friend that do give them explanations.
Okay.
They may not like them, but at least they'll be able to say Tasha told me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, it's not that I'm looking for a lifestyle that's all just kind of rose
Right.
petals and flowers, but at the same time, certain people do invite certain energy into their
Right.
life.
Right.
And if I don't invite that type of energy into my life, what makes you think I want you to invite that energy into my life? And so now that energy of toxicity, that energy of sickness, just despair, hamster, just in the wheel, just turning, same shit. And it's like you're moving into the latter day of your life. You should be able to enjoy your life and, make intentional choices, not choices that children make. And I think,
Mm-hmm.
she's not in her 20s or 30s no more. Why are you out here meeting at
Right.
hotels cheating? I wish the fuck I would.
And
Cheating at a hotel would
guess
do.
who
We
she
better have
called?
a mansion on the what the
Guess who she called when she got caught? Because she ain't had no ride. I was
That's too
like,
old. That's too old. So I would have,
yeah.
it's going to be a hard conversation, but I think you'll feel free and it
Yeah.
will liberate you and it will start to raise your vibration more. So just, have a heart to heart with her. Like go over and talk to her and be like, listen, this has nothing to do with you being sick. I hate doing this, but everything that you're going through is taking a toll on me. It's already taken a toll on you. And so I just want to take some time and separate. I don't know how much time I need, but your issues have been affecting me mentally, and I think if you explain it to her that way, from your perspective, it may help her to get her shit together.
Okay.
Because who's nursing her right now that she done had a stroke?
Child is a mess.
No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's a mess.
Yeah. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, I would. If it were me, I would definitely have that conversation. You got to have that conversation. You're definitely of age. You can do it.
Okay.
Okay. And don't
Because
feel
I
bad
try
about
to
it. Just
suck her
do it
off
from
in a
love.
minute.
You're doing it from a place of love. You're not,
Right.
and you got to remember that. What's the intention?
Mm-hmm. You're
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome,
appreciate it.
Laura. Okay. All right. So we got some questions from the chat. All right. Real quick, remember, guys, you can hit the link and call in, ask your question. You can email me, unwindwithtasha@gmail.com, and ask your question. That is unwindwithtasha@gmail.com, or you can write it in the chat, and Jasmine is going to pop it over to my phone, okay? All right. So, Minnie G. Milliniz, I guess? Millions? Okay, Minnie G. I don't know. Okay, what's your thoughts on buying land instead of a house due to the rise of interest rates on mortgages? I think it's a great idea to buy land. And yeah, because buying out the interest rates are definitely through the roof. And if I were you, I'm just kind of giving you, just a little tidbit to sprinkle on. I would buy plots of land and I would put tiny homes on them that you can either order from Amazon or have someone personally build, okay, that are, economical and affordable, especially for a lot of singles that are on the rise right now, and singles with cats, like mini trailer parks, but they would be many tiny house parks, okay? And I would rent those out. I would. That is a good lick right now because rent is astronomical right now. Okay. All right. Jennifer McKay says, how can I find investors to help with my patent? It depends on what type of patent. Investors typically don't invest in patents. They invest in the development of the patent. So you have to, I think that's what she's asking. How can I find investors to help with my patent? It just depends on what the product is, what it sells. That's kind of a hard one. You'll have to call in and give me some more information on that, and I can point you in the right direction. Okay, Jennifer on Facebook. All right, so hit the link. The link is in the chat box, and you can call in and give me more details on it without giving away your idea. Okay. Okay. All right, so here's another question from a Facebook user, Nancy Chisholm. Hello, my name is Nancy. Hi, Nancy from Facebook. I'm a widow of 5 years. I'm 73. I decided to step down and try to date, okay? I hadn't had a different man in my life for 42 years. Ooh, that's tough, girl. Now, let me tell you something. What 3 men did, I have met feel after the second date. We were supposed to, I guess, sleep together, okay? I'm all done and I'm all done. I don't know who they think this queen is. Okay, Miss Nancy. If they were coming that way, they needed to put a finger up in the air. What the being popular they're talking about, these men think these women are desperate. I ain't. I get you, Miss Nancy, but that's what men want to do. You know, unless you find you a man that's, maybe a little older than you that can't do that. And y'all just play chess and garden together and, go for walks and stuff, walk your dogs and everything like that. But anybody younger, like that share, that if you're trying to pull a share, that's what they, especially because y'all don't get no periods no more and y'all can't have no kids. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see. Anybody waiting backstage? Okay. Who we got? Born to Speak. How you doing, baby? Welcome back.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How you
Hi.
doing?
I'm okay. I have a two-part thing.
Okay.
Okay. First part. You know how they say in the Bible, blessed are the wombless women, during certain times. I had a doctor tell me earlier today, oh, you should be happy that, you don't have children and that you couldn't. And I'm trying to process that because I'm kind of happy. Y'all know me. I'm around. I'm kind of a happy person for the most part. But something about that comment hurt me. And I'm trying to figure out how to, I don't know, process it, or
do you want kids?
I can't have any at all. I've lost 6.
That's fine, but do you want kids?
I'm too old now. Like I'm in my late 50s. If I got a child now, and that'll lead to the second question that I have for you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I just recently found out that I'm gonna have to have 2 surgeries. I didn't think I was gonna have to have any. Like I was, y'all heard me. I was like, I'm getting better. I don't know what you talk about. I'm taking my vitamins, my sea moss, and which your products are great. Let's say that to everybody. Unsolicited, that is a great place. But I'm gonna end up having to have 2 major surgeries.
What surgeries do you have to have?
The one on my neck, remember? And also I'm going to have my colon taken out, my large colon, and my stomach lifted, in a sleeve.
Okay.
And so it was like, I had to have a hysterectomy. So all of that, all of those feelings of like not being a woman already. You get what I'm saying? Not processing, feeling awful, and then to have a man tell you, like, how do women deal with that? Like,
what do you mean
for
a
real?
man tell you what? Oh, you talking about the doctor?
Yeah, like say, oh, you should be happy you don't have kids. I'm like, where is that a happy thing from a woman? For a woman, where do men think that makes us feel great that we can't have children? Like it kind of like hurt me. I thought I had dealt with it a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been married 30 years and my husband loves me for me and I'm happy. He has his 2 kids from a previous marriage. So I was like, okay, well, I can deal with this. But it was something about the way he did it.
Okay, I do have to speak from the doctor's perspective. Like, he doesn't really know you, does he?
No, it's not a new doctor. I've had him for a good while.
Okay. But his intention, like you got to look when people make comments about certain things, you have to look at their place of intention. And do you think he intentionally meant to hurt you?
Honestly, I didn't think about that. But in thinking about it, no, I don't think. I think it was just very insensitive, though.
Okay. Very insensitive, very careless. And people do make careless comments.
And yes, the doctor
okay.
was white. Somebody asked me, was he white? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think do you have a therapist?
Yeah.
Okay. This is something that you're going to have to bring to your therapist because there's a lot of emotions wrapped up in this. One, okay, your doctor says something that triggers some emotions in you that you haven't dealt with, that you haven't come to terms with. And you say you had 6 miscarriages.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Okay. And then on top of that, you have to have surgery. So I'm sure that this is like, you're scared to do it.
Yeah, very much so.
I would be. Right. So okay.
And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I'm trying to.
Don't apologize. That's what this is for. Don't apologize. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Miss Born to Speak.
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
55.
Okay. All right, great. I had this conversation with my mom. My mom, my sisters and I are like, Mom, like, why are you dressed a certain way? And I'm just kind of using this as an example because we really did do this. Like she wears like the flower dresses with the glasses and they got the string and she's 60, right?
Right.
And then, she always smile, oh, I got angst, I got pains, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I'm like, Mom, but like, why don't you like, go for walks or join a yoga club or join a vegan club or something that gets you out of this is how I've always done things, or this is how I was taught to do things by my grandmother and them or my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know that you are, you're 55 and a lot of people, I can't imagine, like I'm 43 and I'm getting stuck in my ways, but I make sure that I always create an uncomfortable environment for me to, to kind of level up, and make sure that I'm always just seeking knowledge and ways to evolve myself so that in the event I'm faced with life decisions that you're going through or things that you can't control, your state of mind always feels youthful, always feels glasses half full as opposed to half empty.
Right.
And when you feel good, do you understand what I'm saying? Like when you feel good, when you don't feel good. You know that. When you don't feel good mentally, when you don't feel good spiritually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know when you like, man, I should have fasted an extra 2 days today, just water only. I know that I'm eating too many fried foods and that's why I'm burping and stuff all the time. That happens to me, and
right.
I'm like, I need to cut back. Like, have you truly gotten into yourself like that?
Yes. I changed. I only eat vegetables, only drink water. I wake up every day. I have a vision board. I know it sounds silly to some people, but I really do.
Stop. That is not silly. That is a goal. That is a visual goal. There's nothing wrong with having a vision board that you look at daily. I have one.
Okay. So, and then I have my intentions that I say every morning before I do anything else, before I answer a phone, before I help anybody, of what I want in my life. Right.
Right.
And so I've worked hard at being a better person, like for real, for everybody, strangers, anybody. I have time for them because I know what it feels like not to have people around you who don't have time for you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've made my space drama free, really drama free. So I'm happy most of the time. all the time. Like I would say in my life, I'm happy 90% of the time. So I might have 3 weeks out or 4 weeks out of the year where I'm truly unhappy. So I'm like, I'm winning on that one. You know, I don't understand why it hurt me. Like I,
and you have to and that right there, because I go through those things too. Like, why did this hurt me? What am I holding on to? Because
right.
no one can hurt you. No one can hurt you, especially with words. It's our perception of those words that hurt, because somebody else said he could have said that too. Their perception could have been totally different and they would have brushed it off. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So what are you going through right now, or what are you dealing with, or what is it that you have buried that you need to deal with? What is it that you need to change as far as like your output daily? And I think you'll get the answer as to what's going on. But I really think it's just the stress of you gearing up for 2 major surgeries. And you feel like if something goes wrong with these surgeries, I don't have children, I wanted children, you feel like you haven't accomplished the one thing that you've wanted to accomplish.
Right. Because what little girl really at the end of the day either didn't want a good mom, or wanted to be a good mom, a great mom.
And you can still be a mom, right?
I don't think after these surgeries they would even consider me.
No, there's other ways that you can be a mom. As women, we're put here to create and nurture.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
There's a lot of babies out here that have been created and they don't have any nurturing.
Also, like the big sister programs, things of that nature.
That too, maybe getting your feet wet. I'm not going to just tell you to go and adopt, right? What I'm going to tell you to do is start volunteering, okay? Working around children.
I used to do that a lot.
Okay? Yeah. And it feeds that nurturing part of you. You know what I'm saying? Like that you have to kind of utilize. And right now you're in grandmother nurturing phase and you have nothing to nurture. And then you're facing these surgeries and you probably thinking something's going to go wrong. And that's the type of energy that you need in order to get through it. So if you volunteer your time with getting back into working with children, and then eventually maybe helping some foster kids, temporarily until they find permanent housing for them. And maybe it's just one kid that you maybe mesh well with, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna permanently adopt you. And it may be someone that's like 8 or 9 years old that still feeds, you're still doing it. I'm gonna be 60 with a 18-year-old.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the reality of it, Lamine, right? So it doesn't make you too old. Like I feel like there's a lot of life left in you. And I think that's what's making you nervous. And that's what triggered you when the doctor said it. But you got to kind of look deeper and figure that out. And then feed that part of you that needs to be fed, which is you giving that nurturing side of you to someone that needs it. And there's plenty of children out here that would love somebody like you to nurture on them.
Can I say this?
Yes,
Lashima Ford, I apologize. I know I'm 55. I really did not mean to offend anybody with my question. It's just something I know Tasha really cares about us. So that's why I asked. I've been a wino for a long time. And that's why, when this was the whole space is for us to be comfortable to tell about our emotions. So if I offended you, Miss Ford, I had no intentions on it. I know I'm 55. Please trust me. I know I'm 55. You'll understand this when you get older. It's a different world when you get older out here. And that's all I can tell you. I'm talking, she knows from the in the chat.
It's okay. And so we got to remember, guys, this is supposed to be a safe space and we keep it real, right? With each other, and, but at the end of the day, like our intention has to come from a really good place. And so that's kind of what I wanted to tell you. And so I feel like after these surgeries are complete, that your goal, first of all, you need to set the goal and intention for what you're going to do when you come out of surgery.
Yeah, I was working on that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be like, well, what if this happens? Or no. When I get out of surgery, this is what I'm doing.
Oh, I know I'm going to make that through.
Okay.
I trust in God on that. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I didn't know if I was stressing because of the surgery, and if that made me feel uncomfortable about what he said. So
Yeah. Okay. It's all good. But thank you so much. And
thank you.
I wish you the best. And I think
Thank
everything
you.
is gonna be fine. And
All right.
so, but the flip side of it though, I
Mhm.
mean, if you don't mind me asking, like,
Mhm.
that sounds like the surgery that you having is you're going to drop a significant amount of weight.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
No, I'm tiny.
You're tiny.
Yeah, I'm tall and thin.
And you
I
gotta
know it
have your
didn't look like it. It was the brace.
have you gotten any second opinions on this colon being removed? That's kind of invasive.
Yeah, I waited 2 years and I went to two other specialists over the 2 year period, thinking maybe if I did all of the special things like change my diet, take the right vitamins, get my
Yeah.
get my iron levels up and things of that nature, it's just gone.
Okay.
It's
Well, I'm
just
gonna be
gone.
definitely praying for you. Let me
Thank
know when you go
you.
in. Let
I
me know when
will.
you come out. Tell your husband to email me.
Okay, I will. All
And
right.
Jasmine wanted to see you on the poetry show and she didn't see you.
Tell her I had dropped out already. I sent you guys the letter and tell her I'm sorry. I just when I knew that, I didn't know how long it was going to take, and that's not fair to take somebody else's spot. You
That's
know?
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next year.
Tell Jasmine I'm gonna post a poem up on the board just for y'all.
All right.
All right.
No problem.
You're welcome. All right. See y'all
All
later.
right.
Peace.
Okay. Alrighty. So, I got a lot of questions. Shit. I'm sorry, emails. Okay. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Man, I got a lot of questions. I'm so sorry to the people that emailed. Let me catch up real quick, okay? Hold on. Tasha, yeah, okay. So I guess this is in hold on, Tasha, yes, not to keep going. For sure. Hey, my family members. Hold on. I don't think that's a question. Okay. It's just be too and she's scared to tell again. Okay. All right. Question. Okay, so this is an anonymous question. My friend just got diagnosed with HSV2, that's herpes simplex virus 2, and she's scared to tell the guy she's talking to, dating, that she has it. Also, do you think he will judge her? She didn't know she had it and feels bad. Yeah, she got to. Is it you? You got to tell him. But luckily for HSV, as long as you keep your immune system up, which means like you're having regular blood panels as far as like your vitamin and mineral intake and uptake and stuff like that, making sure you're eating right, you're not stressing out, you'll have less breakouts. So I don't see what the issue is. And you got men out here dating girls with full-blown HIV. This is nothing. Okay, so I don't think the dude gonna care. And if he already popped it, he really ain't gonna care. So, and I think he'll respect you more and probably want to be with you more. And hell, how you know he probably got it too? Shit, who knows? He may say, well, I do too. Then you got to figure out if you got it from him. You fine, girl. Fine. Don't tell him. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. I promise you. Dudes out here don't give a damn. As much pussy as they buy, especially in the Dominican Republic, they don't give a damn. They risk their lives every day. Yes. Okay, let me read another question. All right, Tasha, why are clout chasers so fake? Music producer calls out the hypocrites. Tasha, I have a question about clout chasers. I struggle with dealing with them. I work in music production and I am friendly to everyone, but there are times when people who I assume are super cold suddenly change when someone more successful comes around. It's like people don't see the humanity in you unless you have clout. They're cold to those on their level, but then can call people people with clout their sister or brother 20 minutes after meeting them. I'm no hater. I'm just tired of these weird clout chasers I work with. I don't understand how coworkers can get you bent out of shape. You know, like I have my real life, right? And then I have my professional life. My professional life is very hyper clout sensitive. And everybody around it is fake, right? But that's a part of the business. That doesn't bother me. That's what makes them great in their own way. This is what they're used to. This is how they make money. Unfortunately, some people don't have, the balance to be able to turn it off and turn it on. So, but you do. So just make sure that, when you go in to do your work, you do your work. And then when you're back home with real people, sitting on a porch with no shoes on and, and you're unshaved and maybe you ain't showered today, that's how you remain grounded, but you can't change anyone else. You can't. It's just impossible, okay? And it's a part of the game. Everybody got things, you can't control, okay? Patent help. So this is from Miss Jennifer. Hi, this is about the patent. I guess that they kind of said some in the comments earlier. Okay. Hi, Tasha. My name is Jen, calling from Gainesville, Florida, but from Newark, New Jersey. My question is, I signed with Davis & Company, and they have done the work, and I have no competitors in the entire world, but I don't have enough to cover the rest of the cost for the patent. Apple is already interested. How can I find real investors that can help? I can email you some. It just depends on what industry it's in. Is it software? It sounds like it's software and app development. There are funds that, as long as you have your business together, like it's already structured, you can go ahead and start selling shares in the business already while developing the patent. So I'll email you some companies, but you got to be just a little bit more specific. I'm not in the business to take nobody's ideas. So just, keep it short and sweet on what it is, what industry it's in, so I can tell you what's up, okay? Real quick, guys, we're going to take a little break. After the break, we're going to come back with someone needing advice on marriage, another relationship question, and much, much more. Hold backstage. If you're waiting backstage, I got to pee, okay? And we got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass. So we'll be right back. Let's go.
Student loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that. But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
Get up, boy, get up and go and find yourself a job.
Mr. Taylor, the position that you're applying for has already been taken.
What? Security. Man, don't be touching on me. Let me go, man.
We gotta open up a comedy club, bro.
How we gonna open up a comedy club if we don't have any money, man?
Brother, I am a pimp, okay? You don't see these clothes? This is all pimping. I got chicks everywhere, okay? That's what pimping do.
You have my money?
Technically, I don't have your money, but imaginatively, it's coming.
If I don't see my money in 2 weeks, I'm gonna shoot you.
I really don't know what's going on because you talking about shooting me and I didn't even ask to borrow your money.
How may I help you, sir?
You forgot to put sugar in my tea. Look, I mean, it feel like I'm getting emotionally choked up because I'm a man, I ain't supposed to be crying, but...
Listen, do you want the job or not?
I want the job.
I can go to the next room. I do this all day. I don't get any pleasure from this.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you get pleasure from doing it. I'm just...
Pull your drawers down.
Pull my drawers down? What are you talking about, man?
Hey, Brokey. Don't you forget, rent is due on the 1st of the month. Sitting around here doing nothing. Ain't got no money, no nothing.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right, and we are back. This is Happy Hour. Remember, guys, this is a segment that's all about us, okay? Shout out to Facebook, shout out to Twitch, and shout out to YouTube. My tongue, I bit my tongue. It hurts, so I'm like, I'm speaking with a lisp. Okay, so listen, guys, I got a lot of questions being emailed to me, so I'm getting through those right now. If you want your question read, please email me at amwawatashka@gmail.com. If you want to call in, use the link in the description box, or you can put your question in the chat as well, okay? So, hold on. Okay. I'm pulling up this relationship question. All right. Marriage advice. Okay. All right. Tasha. It's from a woman. I met a Nigerian man about 4 years ago through my mother and his brother. I thought we hit it off, so we started a relationship. He ended up coming to the United States in May of 2024 with a K-1 visa. Ain't that a student visa? Work visa. Anyway, a few months later, we got pregnant. Fast forward to May 15th, we went to his green card interview and basically automatically approved because of my pregnancy. I thought everything was fine. On May 25th, 3 days before I was to give birth, I found out that he left me. This was a day after he received his conditional green card. He hasn't seen me or his son since the day of birth. He also stopped paying bills that he agreed to. What should I do? He prides himself on being a Christian. He goes to church at least twice a week and he sings in the choir. Should I just give him space or take it to court? Baby, I would call ICE. Let him know that you were scammed. Renege on this green card and send his ass back. You'll sleep, and you know he's gonna be at the church twice a week. Have ICE agents down there waiting on him. You understand what I'm saying? God gonna take him back to the motherland. Call me and let me know when you made the call. Renege, I was lied to. He got me pregnant and everything and left. Trust me, ICE know the game. They will renege that shit. And let him know that if he wants to further be in your son's life, you will be sending your son to Nigeria to see his daddy. But he will not be living in the United States of America with his son. Next question. Hold on. All right, relationship advice again. Hello, Tasha. I've been in a 2-year relationship with my coworker. He won't introduce me to his kids or family. He said he wants to make sure I'm the right person. Now we're getting into the glasses section of this part of this video. Y'all enjoying happy hour? Please let me know. Are they enjoying it in the chat? Okay. All right, cool. I'm getting fed up with the relationship because we never go anywhere because he says he's always busy. He either comes to see me or I go to see him. His baby mother comes to work on his break every day so he can see his kids. He claims he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want a fight to start. I questions whether his relationship is real or not. I caught herpes last year when my baby's father forced me to have sex with him. He stayed with me through that. I told you these men don't care. To the caller not the caller, the person that wrote in before saying that they got herpes. These niggas don't care. They actually feel safer that you already got it, so they ain't got to worry about Sinead no more. He stayed with me through that. I'm currently pregnant by this man. I feel like leaving, but I don't think anyone will want me with herpes. Girl, he wanted you. Oh my God, you stressed me out with this email. My head just started hurting. It really did. Lord Jesus, child. Oh my God. Give me a second. Oh, Lord Jesus. Why, Jesus? Why do innocent children have to be brought into this bullshit? Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. I'm trying not to get upset. It's called pussy yoga. Pussy yoga. Breathe in from the pussy. Exhale in from the pussy. It's the center of the soul. Just push it out. Okay. This is why we call it the winos, because we need a drink every now and then. It don't mean get drunk. We just need a sip. You know what I'm saying? Okay, child. Too late to have an abortion. Legal anyway. This man needs to make sure you're the one, but you're pregnant with his baby. Like, are you hearing yourself? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're just gonna eat this L. You have to eat this L. I don't know how far along you in your pregnancy. You're gonna get in line. You're gonna have this baby and you're gonna get in line. And after his first baby mama leaves his break, you're gonna visit him after with your baby. Okay. Now it tells me that he's still being the baby mother. And it's in your face. And you are a work relationship. You're not a home relationship. You're a work relationship. He lives with that baby mother and his children. The herpes part is light work. Okay, I wouldn't even worry about that. Long as you're taking your medication, you're fine. Okay. You're actually gonna stay because you think somebody won't want you because you have herpes. No, well, y'all gotta really start. I don't even know what to say. What are the winos saying in the call? I need y'all help.
She basically in a Coldplay relationship.
I thought it was a Coldplay relationship. You would have been fine had you would have not mentioned a baby. Had you would have not said you was pregnant, I would have been like, girl, but now you're locked in with this dude and you don't even know his full truth and you're about to have a child with this man. It's either you're going to be a single mother or you're going to get in line and continue to sleep with him, and then you and the other baby mother will never talk. But y'all will continue to have relationships with him. And him, child, if you got herpes and he's sleeping with you while you got herpes, that other baby mama don't know. Lot going on. That man ain't shit. Why are y'all afraid to like state what you want or what you need or hold your ground until you get that? There's plenty of men out here that will give you what it is that you deserve if you just be patient. Only thing you can do right now is just focus on you having a healthy pregnancy for this baby and being prepared to be a single mother visiting his daddy on his break. And there will be another one. He's going to replace you with another one that's not pregnant at the job. Moving on. Who's calling me? Who's waiting backstage? Who is? Darren A. Darren A, how you doing, baby? Where you calling from? Jesus Christ.
Hello?
Hey, mama, how you doing? I'm stressed out. What's going on?
I'm good, and you? I'm calling from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Shout out to Tulsa. Go ahead.
So it's not really a question. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to take it. So I'm from Oakland, California. I was out there until I was like 7 years old, right? And I got moved here as a child. And my dad stayed behind. Now, my dad is into music. He's a rapper and stuff. And they used to always say like they know people and stuff like that. And I never really thought much of it But he said and explained to me how he knew Tupac. Like he was his friend. He was with him. He seen him get beat up by the police and everything.
Okay.
And then he was just telling me how the day that he found out that Tupac died was the same day that he first, got to watch me as a baby. And he said the whole day he was just crying and I was crying and we were just like sad together. But it just makes me feel some type of weird way because I don't know. I've always loved Tupac. Like I've always felt like, oh, he's so special. Even as a child, watching movies and stuff, always listen to the music. It just seems unreal to me. And my dad actually played the music that he did with Tupac that he hasn't released yet. Because I couldn't even believe it. But I guess the question is like, because I want to like write a book about it. Like I want to write a book about my dad's perspective and all that and what happened because I've never really heard a lot of Tupac. You know what I mean? Like his early years or anything like that, like in detail.
Okay, so you want to write a book about your dad's relationship with Tupac?
Yes. And also, like just not even just a book. Like I feel like it could be a series or something. Like, how they have them Tyler Perry stories, but way better than that.
It's not
Like
gonna
way
work.
better than that.
And I'm not trying to be funny and shit on your idea or anything like that. It's not gonna work because Tupac's estate will sue you.
Really?
Yeah, you cannot profit off of his name in no kind of way unless you get permission from the estate to do it. And the estate is going to expect some type of royalties from that project. So otherwise, you're going to have to use another name. You can't use Tupac's
Yeah.
name or anything like that. Yeah. They're not going to
Okay.
greenlight it. Yeah. But I think it's a cool story that you have that connection, with Tupac.
Oh wow. I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm. You can
Shit.
tell your grandkids about it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anytime. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye bye. Hi, Latasha. Where you calling from? Latasha, hello. Unmute yourself. It's a he? Oh, unmute yourself, mama.
Tasha.
Hello.
Hey,
Yes.
Tasha. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Tasha?
Good, good, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know you were gonna get to me that fast.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have like I guess it would be more of a legal question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So back in 2023, I had a wrongful eviction filed on me after I had gave notice. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Um, After I had gave like a 30-day notice to um, this property manager group that I was moving,
Okay.
they had my forwarding address, they had all the information they need
Okay.
to send me anything that I may owe them later on. So maybe like a week or two thereafter, um, one of my neighbors told me they saw a note on the door after I had moved. And I said, well, go over there and see what it is. And she took a picture and sent it to me. It's an eviction notice. So I responded to the notice. I went down to DeKalb County to basically answer to it like, hey, they had all the information they need that I was moving. We went to court September 25th of 2023. The attorney's office for the property manager stated they just decided to like throw the case out. So I'm thinking it's over. Fast forward to 2024 in February, I received some forwarding mail to my P.O. box from
Mm-hmm.
my previous address.
Mm-hmm.
And well, before that, I received a collections on my credit report from them that they had sent this. And I'm like, what is this? But then I end up getting the letter that they had sent me to the collection agency
Okay.
stating that I owed them 2 months, 4 days. Now, my date that I moved was September 4th, and my lease was up September 6th of 2023. So normally, even in the lease, if you do not sign a lease thereafter, of course, they will still charge you the market value. What they put on the statement, the invoice that they actually sent to the address that I moved out of, they
Mm-hmm.
put the rent that I was currently paying. So it was 1210.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't have a lease with them. So they put 2 months on there and some cleaning fees and stuff like that. So they sent, as I stated, they sent it to the address I moved from, but since it
Mm-hmm.
had to be forwarded to my P.O. box, I didn't get it to February. By this time, it's on my credit report.
Okay.
So I wrote a letter to the credit report, the collection agency, and I said, "Hey, this is false. I don't owe them anything."
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I told them what happened. I sent them copies of the court documents that I had went to court about it. It was thrown out. I also had filed a BBB complaint, and I also tried to do the CFPB one, but it didn't go through because they said that you have to do FTC for that.
Okay, so
And then
what happened?
so they end up getting it off my credit report. Then I had emailed the CEO and all the big heads. They finally respond to me last year, I think, or maybe earlier this year, and
Okay.
said, "Oh yeah, we made a mistake. It wasn't that amount. This is the actual amount." But by this time, I don't file bankruptcy and everything. I just feel as though that I should be able to go forward with um a wrongful eviction because these big name companies, they come to Atlanta, they buy all these houses and stuff like that, and nobody's fighting back. But I have all the email communication that they had my forwarding address. If anything, that
So
should
they
never
have
went to credit.
so they have insurance.
I'm sure because they're a big company.
Yeah, so
They
get
out of
you
Ohio.
I mean, if you got time, get you a personal injury attorney to file suit, and they'll just go after the insurance and pay you.
For wrongful eviction?
Yes.
A personal, okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
need a personal insurance,
Personal injury attorney.
personal injury attorney. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And
Yeah.
they'll go after they insurance company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I really
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank you so
Especially
much,
all the
Tasha. I
time
really
and
appreciate
energy that you use, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All
Thank
right, get
you. I
you a little
appreciate it.
emotional embarrassment up in there that you had to deal with an eviction and you've always been an upstanding citizen. How dare they?
Yeah. Right.
Hmm.
The one
It's
time I try to
okay.
do the right thing.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Get
Thank
that
you.
money.
Have a good day. Thank
Go,
you.
Gabby,
Bye.
go. Who's next? Go, Gabby, go. Tanisha, how you doing? Where you calling from, Tanisha?
Hey, Tasha, I'm calling
Hey.
from, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, how you doing, by the
I'm
way?
good. I'm good. How are you? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Michigan, Detroit. I'm from
Okay.
Chicago, though.
Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Chicago. What's your question?
Well, I don't have a question. I have a quick story and wondering if you can help me.
So wait a
Uh,
minute. Is it a question? Because this is a Q&A segment.
well, okay. Well, I can pose it as a question. Absolutely.
Do you need
Absolutely.
advice? Do you need advice on it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Go ahead. Shoot. Shoot.
So,
I know. It felt like the plane was gonna crash to the damn building here. Shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mama. Go ahead.
no, so I've been travel nursing since 2016.
Okay.
My mom transitioned in 2018, and I continued to travel nurse. In
Okay.
2024, I was diagnosed with end-stage renal disease on a travel assignment.
Damn. I'm
And
sorry.
yes, I am too, but I'm here.
Yes.
Um, and I have went through all of the dialysis and the 4 surgeries that I've had, and since 2020, I went in December 25th, 2024, and I've been on dialysis since.
How did you?
Um,
Let me ask you a question. How did you contact like renal disease from traveling? How?
I didn't contact it from traveling. I had a diagnosis of 3A renal dysfunction, and throughout the years it caught up with me. And in on Christmas, I went into the hospital and I was diagnosed with end stage. So
And it's an
basically,
easy fit. It's an easy fix. Oh man. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so the insurance that I was receiving through Medicaid, I was making too much, so they cut me off. So I
Okay.
had to go to dialysis through ER. Finished that, and the National Kidney Foundation started paying for me to have insurance. I was going through that insurance and getting my dialysis. I received the PD catheter surgery just last month and recovering from that. My lease was up that I was renting since I was traveling here, and they didn't feel comfortable with my unstable uh, income, so they did not renew my lease. So I've been at a hotel since March 21st. It's very expensive, but I've been floating, and there are no resources available to anyone that makes over a certain amount. They don't take into account that you use up all of your resources while being sick. And I'm in a situation now where I need to find housing so my PD catheter shipment can be sent out. And I'm just trying to figure out a way to pay weekly and save enough money in order to get a down payment so I can get into a safe space so I can re restore myself, get ready for the transplant list, and start over and get back to life.
So that's a lot.
Yes, yes.
What is your question?
I think that my question is if any of the winos know any resources or any situation that would help someone in my predicament to get get stable again.
Okay. What state are you in?
I'm in Michigan.
Okay, Detroit. Okay. So what we'll do is if you write in and you can prove what you're saying to me, I will help with the help of the winos organize a GoFundMe to help get you some transition funds to get you transition into a more stable space. Now, are you getting any sort of like disability or anything?
Yes, I received my first disability on July 3rd, and I was waiting for the back pay that everyone talked about. And they told me that I did not qualify for that because they did not deem me disabled until June. So all
Okay.
I received was the first payment of
Okay.
disability.
So what we'll do is if you write in, I'll send your story to my team. And like I said, if you can back up everything that you're saying, because we just, I'm not saying that you're scamming or anything like that, but we've had
Absolutely.
some issues like that in the past. And if we can get together how much we need to raise in order to get you moved into an apartment, and then from there you take it over, like with the rent,
Absolutely.
we will
Absolutely.
help you to do that. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right, no problem.
Absolutely.
So email me at unwindwithtasha@gmail.com and put exactly what you just told me. Keep it short and sweet, and then with your phone number and email and everything, and then we'll get started. Okay.
Absolutely. I
All
appreciate you.
right.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. All right. Okay. Let me take another video caller. Then I'll read a few emails because we got some juicy ass emails as well too. Okay. Who's next? Tequila, how you doing? Where you calling
Oh,
from?
am I Tasha? You can hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I
Oh,
do.
hey Tasha, hey.
What's going on, girl?
Hey Rhinos. Oh my God, I miss
Hey.
you. That's what I'm talking about. Hey Tasha. Okay, so I do have a question.
Okay.
Um, I am developing a business, right?
Okay.
And my question is, all right, so first my statement is I suffer from analysis paralysis. And it hits me Very, very hard. So hard sometimes that I get stuck in my thoughts and I don't make much movements following the million ideas that's rolling through and coming through. And oh, I can do this and I can do that and I can do this and I can do that. And I get stuck,
Do you have
right?
ADHD?
Maybe. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I wouldn't.
You need to get a
Yeah.
diagnosis for it. It sounds like that's exactly what you're suffering from. But go ahead. I'm not a
Okay.
doctor, but I'm just telling you to ask them to test for it.
Okay, cool, right?
Either that or, and it's not a bad thing. I don't know why people be trying to come like it's bad. Either that or slight autism.
Something.
Okay, but go ahead.
Something, right? Okay, so I say, okay, you know what? I I understand that I need another mind, right? Someone who's experienced in strategic planning and that can help me when I stumble and get stuck. But what is that, right? So I'm thinking you have all of these freelancer type places where you can get assistance with just about anything. Just the idea of trying to find that person is like I'm spiraling because I could go on there and type in a million type of people, you know. I mean, I was thinking like, do I need a life coach? Like, what do I need to help me
How
gather?
old are you?
35.
Okay. All right. And so you do need to get, I would say, get some sort of testing for the ADHD. And if it is ADHD, you could supplement to help your ADHD with a B complex. And a B complex is has like, you know, the ribo, I can't even pronounce the damn vitamins right now. Because it's just I'm coming off the top of my head, but like we can supplement for that. So just email me if you get the diagnosis or ask the doctors, they'll know. But you can use chat. Chat will help you to organize your thoughts. And chat is doing what consultants used to charge, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars for to help organize and put your plan in place and get it going. They'll even give you step by step on what to do. And
Yeah,
you
I
tell
know.
it exactly, yeah.
I use chat. I've invested. I have so much, right? And that's the thing. It's like it's overwhelming. It's so much, right? And
Yeah, it
yeah,
sounds like
chat
some.
can.
Yeah. Okay, so if you've already used chat, and then it's definitely, you know, I'm not a doctor, but it does sound like ADHD. And once you know that, then you know you're able to first talk with the. I wouldn't. How can I put this? I'm not going to say I wouldn't take any of the medication that the doctors would give you, but there are natural supplements that you could take.
Hmm.
Okay, like making sure that your blood work has all of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to function, like your cells need. You know, brain cells react to what's going on in our gut. All right. So I don't know what your diet is and things like that, but I do know like I have ADHD, and when I eat highly caffeinated foods, it could be chocolate, it could be foods high in sugar, it could be foods high in fat. Um, my ADHD symptoms used to be really bad before I had supplements, but now that I've supplemented, and this has been for years, they're not as bad. Okay, because it's
Mm,
like, you know, when you pile the gut up, when you eating constant whatever it is that you want to eat or drinking what you want to eat, the gut is really the brain. And so
hmm.
whatever you put in your stomach, it feeds your brain. And so it has your brain's thoughts all over the place. And so I have to, you know, do a separate show on that about, you know, the effects of like sugar and just high fatty foods on, you know, ADHD people and things like that, and how to work through it. And I know when my ADHD is out of control, so I know when to dial back. I do a lot of
Hmm.
fasting, water fasting, to clean out my gut so that my brain cells can calm down and they're not all over the place sparking and stuff like that. It's just it's an over, you know, electrical current that's just kind of going on in your body from gut to brain, and it's fueled by what you put in your body. And
Hmm.
so you're gonna have to start there, and you'll be able to. Trust me. When I figured out that I could like plan after years of like just doing. Because I remember I'm like, yeah, I could do it. But the planning phase would give me so much anxiety. I would
Yes.
feel all over the place. Look at Jasmine. Don't be
And I
Jasmine.
hate it,
Now
Tasha, because
is
I'm
not
like,
the time, Jasmine.
I know
I'm
I
trying
have
to talk to
so
her.
much
What'd you say?
potential. Like I could get it done. Like
Yeah,
I
you can
have
get it
it.
done, but the planning of it, and that's the
It's so
hard
stressful.
part.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yep.
and if it wasn't for, a lot of people can say I'm product plugging, but I do it because it works for me. Sea moss drops, okay? Mushrooms. This helps you to focus, whether it's in a gummy, whether it's in a powder. We have the T cell, NK cell mushroom Vitamix. I'm telling you, it will help. This also has prebiotics to help balance out your gut health, but you do have to extract things from your diet, alcohol, certain meats, and things like that. Products, processed food, carbohydrates. All of these have an effect on like how your brain processes things, and it will cause it to like over spark, and then you can't get shit. You can get it done, but it's kind of like how crackheads do it.
Exactly.
Yes, you got ADHD. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank
Yeah,
you, Tasha.
you just gotta clean up. You gotta clean out your diet. You're gonna have to go fast. You know what I'm saying? If you need help with fasting, we got the Activate fasting drops to help send you into a fast so that your body, it tricks your brain into thinking that you have food, and then your food source will be your fat. You clean out your gut. Day 2, you're gonna get a burst of energy. Day 2, you may feel a little down. Day 3, you're gonna feel a little down. Day 4, you're clear. You'll be able to do everything that you set your mind to. I'm telling you. And I have to do this probably every 60 days or so, which is like do a 2 to maybe 3-day, 4-day water fast, depending on how bad my diet was. And then you put the supplements in, which is like, that's why I do drops. I do soursop drops with sea moss. I do the sea moss drops. You definitely need your liquid D3 10,000 IUs because that helps with brain development, brain cells as well. Sea moss has 98% of the vitamins and minerals. And then there's one more. I don't have it on the site, but we are in contract to get it, which is a B complex with methylated B12, not cyanoblanin. Cyanoblanin is like cyanide. It's bad for the body. A lot of people get that in injections, but you do need B12 and you also need magnesium. We have magnesium on the site. It's called Magnera. I take 2 a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. Magnesium helps to calm the body,
And
calm the
listen,
mind.
when you mentioned the blood work, when I had mine recently, that's the one like deficiency with magnesium.
Yes, it will calm you down so that you can focus. A lot of
Yeah.
people have strokes and things like that, heart attacks and stuff just because they're magnesium deficient. And I don't understand. They put magnesium in water. You get magnesium from seawater. I
But
just
is
don't
it?
understand it. So you out of all people, you're gonna need the B12 complex. You're gonna need magnesium, and you're definitely gonna need a vitamin and mineral that's plant-based like sea moss from the ocean. And don't forget mushrooms, okay? Mushrooms,
All
mushrooms,
right.
mushrooms, at least twice a week. I love you, girl. My fellow
Love you
ADHD
too.
sister. You got this, okay?
That's right, Tasha.
All right.
Bye. Bye,
And
Rhino.
ADHD is a superpower. It
Yes.
is a superpower. Don't let nobody tell you it's wrong because your brain gets so many different ideas. But then the output of it is like, okay, now how do I put all this into action?
Yes.
It's actually great. You got like ADHD people are the millionaires and the billionaires of the world.
I know
Okay.
that's right.
All right. Like,
Thank
don't let
you.
nobody play
Love
with
you.
you.
Love y'all, Rhinos. Bye.
Love you too, baby. All right. Let me take some questions from the chat. Hold on. I love my little ADHD sisters. I love it. All right. All right. Question for Miss K. This is from a wino named Deza. I was dealing with a man I broke up with 2 times because he refused to use protection while having sex, and I did not feel comfortable having unprotected sex. He then turned around and begged for me back and said things would be different. We wouldn't do that, but he continued to do it. I told him I previously had a miscarriage and didn't want an unwanted pregnancy. and to use protection because I will not be getting an abortion. And since we got back together, he got me pregnant and I was begging for me to have an abortion. And yes, his sorry ass offered me money for abortion after I explained to him he should have used protection. He is not active for any baby appointments. He cut me off. So now I'm left with no help. He is a successful up and coming rapper. Should I even finish the question? Like, for real. Should I finish the question? He is a successful up and coming. You let a rapper, up and coming rapper, nut in you without protection? Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to write a book on what women need to run from. If they do this, run. That's gonna be the book. Like a cat in the hat, the cat in the hat. If they do this, run. Page 2. If they do this, run. Page 3. If they do this, run. I'm gonna write a book, a kid's book. That way it can get embedded in children's minds so when they get older, they know, okay? He is a successful up-and-coming rapper, and I am intimidated by his success because I was left vulnerable and don't want a messy situation with my child, with a child being involved between us. I'm very disappointed because he came off as genuine and wanted me to be vulnerable with him. I told him from the gate, I am not just effing around for fun and games, unprotected, and now he cut me off since he got me pregnant. How do I tell him he wrong and one up him? She young. She gotta be young. The only thing you need to do is focus on being a single mother right now, baby, okay? And providing for yours and putting yourself in a position to, to be available when your husband comes along. Hopefully he's not a successful up-and-coming rapper and he maybe works in IT or software engineering. Maybe he works as a train conductor, a bus driver, hell, drives a garbage truck. As long as he's stable and gets a government check or some sort of check without having to be laid off too much and can provide medical insurance and stuff for y'all and will qualify because he has a stable job for a home, because you have to have 2 years of active work experience in order on the same job to qualify for a home. That is what you need to set your sights on because it's over. You didn't listen to God the first time. He tried to warn you. Now here you are. You got to eat this bullet and feed this baby. Moving on. I cannot. Okay. All right. Jesus. All right. So here's another question from a wino. Tasha, I've been following some of the conversations online, and I really like to hear your honest opinion on this. Why do you think some Black Americans seem to be so harsh or rude towards Africans? This is happy hour, right? Does this fit towards happy hour? Is this rage baiting? I'm saying Black Americans here because many don't even want to identify as African, which is fine. Yeah, this is rage baiting. I can't. Not today. Not today. Okay. And he sounds African. Let me look at his picture. His name is very, very much African. Okay. Let me see something. All right. Help, says this wino. Hi, Tasha. Remember, guys, you can write in and what am I doing next Monday? Am I doing the show next? Yeah, I'm out of town, but I still gotta work. So, but you can't work. That's the problem. But I can still do happy hour by myself. I don't need you. I'm just playing. Nah, because next week Jasmine is taking off for her birthday. Y'all make sure I'm gonna put up Jasmine Cash App. Make sure you hit her with the Cash App. You got a Cash App, Jasmine? Why you ain't got no Cash App? You ask me that every year. You're lame. Okay. All right. So you guys can write in on whywoodtashak@gmail.com or you can put your question in the chat. Okay. And if I don't get to you this show, I'm going to get to you next show. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying it. It's a bit stressful today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. right. Hi, Tasha. Thank you so much for reading my email. I am in need of advice. I'm originally from Michigan, but currently in Tennessee, where I hate. But I was moved here as a child alone at 8 years old to stay with my relatives until my mother came in a year later. And I've left every chance I got since I graduated for good jobs just to come back to care for my mother, whom I have a very strained relationship with. When she gets sick, heart attack, falls, etc. Every time I come back to Tennessee for her, something bad happens to me. Sexual assault, car vandalism, and more. So now I have realized that I cannot come back to help anymore because it hinders me and my future. However, there are barely any jobs available working from home, and I no longer have transportation to get to and from work due to my last truck being shot up outside while some idiots were outside shooting. You got bad luck. Now, I really hate Tennessee. Sounds like you in Memphis. Shit. I really hate Tennessee, and I wish that I could find employment elsewhere that would help to relocate it, but those jobs are only offered to teachers and doctors. I used to have a passion for singing, dancing, writing, and sewing. I've been a part of groups that won Dove and Stellar Awards back when gospel choirs were a thing. I've acted in theater shows and plays. I've also designed and created gowns and garments for different occasions. Okay. I will help at the radio station on the weekend to showcase Black-owned businesses, but my passion was killed when life actually started and my father passed, who was my whole heart. I have a bachelor's degree, 2 medical certifications, and a notary license. My background is mainly admin, coordinator, scheduling positions at the hospital and behavioral centers. So I'm a hard worker, and all of my past jobs will say the same. However, I just feel stuck and alone at this moment. I can't see the light in the tunnel. What would you tell your sister, friend, or daughter to do in this situation? 43 years old, no children, recent miscarriage, single, divorce. P.S. I'm sure this email is too long to read on live, but I appreciate you and Jazz for even reading or considering answering offline. Thanks in advance and sending love and hugs. What was the question? You got to make a plan. You have a lot of certificates. You have a lot of experience. It seems like right now, you're focusing on the past, and that's keeping you from making a decision now. You can't change anything that has happened. You can only go forward. And so you have to diligently figure out what's going to make you happy, whether it's making dresses and gowns, whether it's going to be creating a YouTube show or something highlighting Black businesses, whether it's going to be starting a business. You need to focus on what it is that you want to do and do it now since you have the time. And you're going to need a therapist. It sounds like you have a lot of trauma that you're carrying from your past. You're 43 years old. None of these things can hurt you anymore. The car being shot up, I mean, it just seems like you just got some bad luck, but it's not forever bad luck. And it's not affecting you right now. Mentally it is, subconsciously, but like in your reality, when you look around, none of that stuff is happening right now. So it's just a thought that you're living in. I was looking at Diary of a CEO? Yeah, I watched some of his stuff on social media, and he had a expert on there that drew a circle on a paper, and then they put a spider in the paper. No, was it what ant did they put? No, they put an ant in the center of a paper, and then they drew a circle, and then the ant, for some reason, wouldn't go outside that circle. He thought that circle was real, right? And so then they put a spider with many legs in the same circle and drew a black circle on a piece of paper. And then the spider figured out, because he had many legs, that he could get out the circle. And those many legs represent all of these jobs and degrees that you got. You don't just have one way. Like you're blocked right now. So it's like you're the ant right now. And you need to become the spider and figure out that there's nothing holding you back but your own thoughts. And the only way you're going to get out of this and create a life that you want intentionally at 43 is by actively figuring out what makes you happy. What is it? Okay? All right, guys. We got anybody waiting backstage? Okay. We'll finish up these last 3 backstage and then we're going to go home and I'll see you on Wednesday with some White Wine Wednesday. Okay. Who's next, Jasmine? Tara, where you calling from? I can't hear you. You yelling at the dog. What the hell? What's going on, Tara?
Hi, Sasha.
Hey.
Great, you look good in the blue. I just want to say
Thank you.
continued success. I love
Thank
your
you.
show.
Thank
I
you.
love what you're doing. You
Thank
come
you.
up on here, you're very comical, but Tasha, you be giving us some real deal on the medical products. We
Thank
love your
you.
hair.
Thank
Please
you.
get a medical channel. And I can't wait to see you again in Connecticut.
Thank
That's
you
all
so
I
much.
gotta say, Kai.
I love you,
Keep
baby.
doing
Thank
what you're
you.
doing.
All right.
Have a blessed night, Tasha.
Bye.
Bye.
All righty. Who's next? Leisha. I needed some love. You see what I'm going through up here? Cute, Jasmine. Who's next? Leisha, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's your
All
question?
right.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Shout out to Dallas. What's your question?
Um, a question is, I have made some mistakes in my life regarding my living situation, my relationships, my
Okay.
income. I am a single mom of 3 children that I love with all my heart. I have a newborn, a 7-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
Okay. Oof. Bless your
I
heart.
love them. They're no problem at all.
No, I'm just
Um,
saying, bless your heart. Yeah, it's just a lot. But go ahead. I know you
it's
love your
not
baby.
that. It's not a lot, I promise you. What my problem was, with their fathers. I ended up having to leave them, depart from them. I got married to both, and I had to depart from both for our mental state, just to help protect us. I have no money, no car, and my family is even struggling themselves. Very tight. We live in a 1 bedroom, and I live with my, adult brothers. I have 2 brothers. We live with my mom all together. It's a bit of some tension. We love each other, but everybody being in this small apartment, and you know, it could be a bit much.
So how many people you got living in a 1 bedroom?
4 adults and 3 children.
Okay.
It's hard times. Got evicted. And I was living with my husband, and he's mentally unstable right now, so I had to move back in February. So
So why he couldn't leave?
my husband,
Yeah.
I ended the lease. Um, I don't know. I just felt like I was escaping when I left. I didn't really tell him. Our lease was coming up. We had been arguing and fighting for months. I was pregnant. I gave him heads up. He was acting kind of standoffish. Actually, he went through psychosis, and it was to the point where there was no talking to him. I just left and went back to my mom at that
Is
point.
he ex-military or something?
No, he has a drug problem.
Oh shit. Okay. All righty. So what's your question?
I want to know what would be a good step for someone like me right now to get back on my feet. I was a stay-at-home mom. I have worked at childcare facilities with my son. But when it comes down to my 2-year-old, I was a stay-at-home mom. I just had a newborn. I have no money saved up, and my car got towed for not registering um as a visitor when I got back here. It was a dumb mistake, but it was a
So what
mistake.
you oh, the car's in the impound right now?
That was months ago. It's probably just gone.
Okay. So, um, What do you do for a living?
What I do as a side hustle, I've always been spiritual. I try and provide spiritual tarot readings, or I'm sorry, that was my birthday. I try and provide spiritual tarot readings or psychic readings, energy readings. I've been doing it for years. Um, some people like it. It uplifts people. I've noticed that I tend to attract people that I want to help. I've noticed why I attract the men that I like to attract. It's to kind
I
of like
can't
help.
hear
And
you. Yeah, you got to
I'm
speak a little
sorry,
louder.
it's because my brother came by when I'm hearing what I'm saying. I'm in the
Okay.
closet.
Okay.
He came
Okay.
to fix the closet door.
Okay.
um, yeah, I just want to help people. I'm spiritual. I believe in God fully. Um, but that doesn't really make me any money like that, right?
Okay. So do you
My
charge people
skill
for
is,
spirit? Do you
yeah,
charge people for your spiritual readings?
I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Now a lot of people that do spiritual readings can't see their own shit, so you're in
Yeah.
line. I mean, I don't know a person yet that do spiritual readings can see their own shit. Okay.
I ignore my you know how you don't want to see me. I'm stubborn a bit. You know the truth.
I
You
would
just
like
don't
to
want to
give
see
you a unique idea that I think would work.
it.
Cause don't nobody know your name right now. Do you have TikTok?
I created one. It's called Astral Angelic. It's for the tarot readings. I want to be a psychic medium, a very professional psychic medium. I would like to be a high priestess. I would like to. That's my talent. It
Now
doesn't
here's the
make
thing.
me
I don't,
today,
I don't
but
know nothing about no high priestess and nothing like that, so I can't tell you where to go get no certification or nothing like that. Okay. I don't know nothing about that. But what I can tell you is I know how to sell some shit. Okay. And so, I feel that people are always looking for kind of like you ever seen the magicians on the side of the road and they could be in New York City, or you've seen them in movies where people will just see a musician and they may be doing like the cards and guessing the cards and stuff like
yeah,
that.
me and my
You
son love
could,
that.
you could create something like that innocently on social media by just simply going live and then telling people that you're asking for tips using cash apps, and if they call in and you're able to kind of guess what's going on with them or tell them something that's going on, then they tip you if you're right, and if you're not,
That's what
then
I
they don't.
do. I do that on Reddit right now, but Reddit has some restrictions and they don't
Yeah,
really
you need to
allow
be
you to
on
do that.
TikTok. People need to call in and see you and fuck with you and guess, and it's kind of a creative way that you can make some money by just making tips with people who just ain't got nothing to do and they just want to socialize. And you know I just think that'd be a great way. I mean, right now it sounds like you in a tight situation. I don't know what you're doing for care, or you can decide to. How old are you?
27.
You have any medical issues?
No, thankfully. I was actually thinking about going into the military.
I was just about to say, Navy or Air Force or even the Space Force has great sign-on bonuses.
Yeah, I was doing research into that. They want you to go in though for training. It's 10 weeks for basics, and I was gonna go in
Mhm.
for administration.
Right.
And that's
And
up my
so,
alley. I'm for that. I'm sorry.
go
Was in ROTC in high school. I already have thought about that, but it's just I got caught up with some men, and
So when is
I
your
love
so when
children.
is your you got a newborn, or the baby's already, or is the baby inside of you still?
The baby is 22 days old. She's beautiful.
Oh
I would
Lord
hate to
Jesus.
leave her.
No, yeah, you gotta wait till that baby at least I would say is a year or two. But the military will help you. I mean, my mom joined when she had 3 kids. They'll help you to stabilize yourself until, you get through basic and stuff like that. So that should be something you should do in order to get childcare, housing, just medical care, and just a
Mm.
stable roof over your kids' head, because you'll be able to live on base and everything. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think you're
that's what
on
I'm
the
looking
right
into.
track, and maybe you can see what you need to do, and so you should sell that. So I think you're on the right track. And so I'm just going to reassure you that your thoughts and what your plan is good.
I suck at promoting myself.
You ain't got to promote yourself. Just go live.
That's what I'm saying. I'm shy.
Yeah, just go live. Yeah. Or well, if you're shy, join the military. Just suck it out until that baby get a little older, and then just be prepared on joining the military.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That'll help get the shyness out of you. All right, cool. Bye. Damn, I wish she would have just sucked it up, bruh. With that baby daddy, and so she enlisted. Shit. Okay, go ahead.
Vibrations 1212.
Vibrations 1212. Where you calling from?
Hey Tasha, I'm calling from New York. How you doing?
I'm good. Shout out to New York. What's your question?
Okay, this is a business question and it's two parts.
Okay.
I did skincare products during COVID, and I've been doing it for since that time. I
Okay.
actually went to school last year and I became a esthetician, and now I'm doing product and services. My
Okay.
question is, I'm in the middle of trying to repair my credit. I am trying to get the closed accounts off of my credit, and I'm not really sure about how to go about it. Also, how do I like put myself out there more? Like, I'm trying to reach my target audience. I live in Jersey City right now, but I'm trying to let people know that I'm in the area and that I'm trying to get more clientele, more, get even business loans so that way I can have a suite available. Right now I operate out of my house.
Okay. And how are you getting customers though right now?
Well, right now I'm on TikTok. I do have an Instagram page. I have Facebook, and I am on YouTube, but I don't really use the YouTube platform like that, so to
Okay.
speak. I'm looking to do more promotion so people know that I am in the area. And also, like, how do I get the closed accounts off the credit so that way I can apply for business credit?
Well, in order to get a business credit, you are going to have a brick and mortar to do that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not trying to stir you away from that. And I just don't like starting with debt when you're starting with something so new, because then you just be working to pay the debt as opposed to,
Right.
just earning your own profit. As far as, promoting, your promotion is going to come by your customers. Are you going live on TikTok when you got these customers? Are you allowing them to do testimonials? Are you doing before and afters? I find all of the estheticians that I deal with from Instagram and from TikTok by putting in search results to things that I'm looking for, like microblading or micro needling or
Okay.
hydrofacials or things like that, laser hair removal, and then I may say even black estheticians in the area, black microneedling. This is how I find my people. So are you utilizing social media and your clients right now so that client can bring in at least 10 more clients? You got to post their before and after. And before you know it, hell, I know people that are traveling from Atlanta down to Florida to see an esthetician if you're just that good.
Right, which is what I'm doing now. I travel into New York and I go as far as Pennsylvania. I am going on vacation in about 3 days, and I'm about to be in South Carolina. So I want to actually get my business cards printed up and start to, promote out there. But I'm trying. I don't
You
think
don't need
I'm
business card. You don't need business cards anymore. You need a digital presence. That's how
okay.
a lot of the estheticians are doing it. So you posting the before and after results of your sessions is what's going to get you customers. What is your thing that you're really good at? Like the one service, and then you sell all others, but that one service is what people come to you for. Like Polestar, he's a white boy, he has the Melanex pill, right? So everybody's coming
Okay.
in for the pill, but then they buy other services. What is it that one service that you do that's so good that people will come in for? You post it online and you keep reposting that same video. You can even put $100 on that video and run a Facebook or a Meta ad. Shout out your business right now.
Okay. Oh, my business is called Fresh Face Beauties. I'm located in the Greenville section in Jersey City. You can hit me up on my On my Instagram, it's skincare specialist underscore New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania.
That you got to change that Instagram name. No, ma'am.
Is
I'm
it
just
too
saying, as a
long?
person that buys services, I'm not putting in all that. You gotta find a very simple name that says aesthetics, that says face, that says skincare, and let it be what you sell.
Okay, I'll work on that tonight. Definitely.
Okay. Yes. And then come back on the next show and shout your business out. But what is it that one thing that you do that you're just very, very good at and you know that you can nail it every time when people come and get these services?
I do really good facials. I just added chemical peels. I just got all of my stuff for the chemical peels, but my facials overall, I do a really good deep cleaning, extraction for acne. I have a specialty in acne and melanated skin through Dermalogica Pro. So I'm an actual certified Dermalogica Pro. So that's really it. My facials are really good.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of
Okay.
clientele, but I'm trying to build it right now,
Yeah,
actually.
and one person at a time. And what you can do is you can even ask for clients to come in and let you do free services on them and they tip you, right?
That's a good
And
idea. Okay.
you're going to use the content that you make to stream. Look at Dr. Pimple Popper, all these estheticians. I watch them on YouTube busting pimples, extracting shit, air grown hair bumps. Like people watch that kind of content and then you put your business credentials and if they want extractions or anything or a facial that you do, they'll contact you and do that. But you have to
Okay,
use
I'll
social
do
media
that.
to do it.
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you so much.
No problem. And I'll see you back when you change that name. All right, bye bye. All right, we got the last one. What's your name and where you calling from? Adrian. Where you calling
Hey,
from?
Twin Cities.
Okay. What's
You
up with
may
this one?
not, yeah.
Okay.
I had called, I'm a returning caller. I called January, February of last year, 2024.
Okay.
I'm the engineer you talked to last time. I don't know if it rings a bell. Started working for a new company, talked about a lot of imposter syndrome, working with coworkers and things and
I
trying to
remember that. Yeah,
mimic.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah. Okay.
so cool. So yeah, so I'm still working at the same company. They're
Okay.
a really good company. Um, yeah, it's I guess more off of well, I'm more going into like I guess you could say I'm more spiritual. So I've been doing a lot of self introspection, a lot of like therapy, and a lot of just doing a lot of activities outside of the house, going for
Okay.
long walks, meditation, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, so it's I'm actually trying to get to my question.
It's okay. The bright
So
light was messing with my eyes, but go ahead.
oh yeah, yeah. So it's more dealing with my sexual orientation, I guess. So you could guess you could consider me to be gay, whatnot.
What you mean you
So
guess you could consider? Are you gay or not?
yes.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm very attracted to white men. Like
Okay. You feel like you're a very attractive white man, but
no, no, I feel like I'm attracted to white men. I'm
oh,
black.
like you're attracted to white men. Okay, okay, all
Yeah.
right, cool.
So I'm having this feeling that I'm gonna wind up dating a white man and probably get married to one. I don't know. It's
Okay.
just a feeling. So I just want to get your advice or opinion. Like I guess for me it's hard to navigate a relationship with the same sex because it's not been shown to me as a among as a child because it's like you're not real. Well, for me, I'm not really around that, but I just want to give you advice.
You don't feel comfortable in your skin.
Hmm.
You don't feel comfortable as a gay man. You're conflicted. Are you?
Somewhat.
Okay. How long have you been out as gay?
For 2018, 2019.
How old are you?
28.
Okay. So you dated women before then?
No, I didn't date women at all. Only been around men, really.
Okay. And are your friends gay?
Yeah, some of them are.
Okay. Do they know
Uh,
that you're gay?
yeah. So I made new friends up here who are gay. People
Okay.
I used to live with, back home, they're not. But I'm opening myself up for the possibility to date other races. I'm
So what
trying to
you
get.
feel like a black man shouldn't be dating a white man? What?
No, no, no. It's just advice, like for me, like how it's. I'm pretty much trying to say is that what advice could you give me as a gay man who wants a stable relationship and wants to date interracial, I guess.
I mean, I guess the same advice that I would give somebody that's heterosexual. You got to put yourself out there. Okay. You definitely have to be honest about what you want. You have to be intentional, and you have to put yourself in circles where there are other, single white gay men, and see where it goes from there. I mean, that's nothing you can control. You can't control who you connect with or who you fall in love with, but by simply putting yourself in the environment, makes it easier for you to make those connections with people. And if you want to settle down, it may be a little harder to settle down with somebody your age. You're gonna have to get a gay white man that's done been outside and he done being outside. So which means late 40s, early 50s, sugar daddy type.
Yeah, I think I want to wait maybe until my mid 30s or late 30s to get married. I just want to open myself up to start dating men or dating
Okay, so
white
then you
men.
gotta
And
put yourself. Facebook has a lot of good groups that I think you should join.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm in Facebook dating actually. I've been
good,
talking to some
good.
people there. So
But I'm talking about the groups that take trips and stuff. Not Facebook Day. I'm talking about the gay groups that take trips, that do like, they do things together. They may meet for a poetry night. That's what you need to be getting yourself into.
right, right.
I don't like
Speaking.
dating sites and shit. I don't like that.
Right. Actually, I have a good friend I just met maybe a good year ago, but it's more like a gay black group. Actually, we all meet up and hang out. I think
So
we
you
met
just
for
find
his
the gay
birthday.
white groups now.
Yeah.
But don't be so selective on like white, black. Focus on finding love, honesty, transparency.
Yeah.
That may come in an Asian. That may come in Asian, but you just never know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So you're gonna hit us back right when you find that person.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Nice talking to you. And let me know if you need me to officiate the wedding
Oh. Thank you on that.
anytime. Bye. He's so shy. That's the problem. He's shy. That's why he got to do like-minded things with people. How y'all doing, winos? It was an interesting night tonight. Okay. I don't know. I think I may get me a black choker, Jasmine. I'm kind of liking this black, necklace around my neck. Like, what you think? It's giving like Star Wars. You see the vision? You see what I'm talking about? Like, maybe I should come up with some matted out, like, black matte Jury. That would be sick. Look at me. Now somebody gonna take my idea. Because I done said it out loud. All right, guys, before we go, all right, you guys know that I definitely have to educate you a little bit on why you should be personally supplementing with liquid D3. Okay, we just read an awesome testimonial last week from a young lady who claims that she was in a lot of pain. Okay, and so her doctor had given her a month's supply of liquid D3. It's very hard to find high dosage and high quality liquid D3, but of course, Altuva has you covered, okay? And so this is one of our best sellers and most popular products on the site. A lot of people that think, especially if you got arthritic symptoms or tendonitis. I remember I used to have tendonitis like really bad, okay? Couldn't braid my daughter's hair for a long time. Used to have to do this. I'd be combing her hair and then I have to shake. I promise you, low vitamin D. Low vitamin D. And the National Institute of Health, all scientific researchers say that the start of any type of joint pain or hand pain or nidus or anything that you got going on is because of lack of vitamin D3. We do not get enough sunlight, guys. And even if we do get a lot of sun, sometimes it doesn't convert to vitamin D3 because the sun helps the body to make it. And so we all need to supplement, okay? And so this is 10,000 milligrams of vegetarian gluten-free vitamin D3 that's available on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. You can put it on subscription and keep it coming to your door once a month, okay? And so I put it in my water. I put it under my tongue. This one's almost done. Jason, please send me another bottle, okay? Please, because it's not just me taking this. It's the team. It's the team. They keep taking all my stuff. Don't forget, guys, if you are thinking about fasting, you don't know how, maybe your hunger pains are too strong and things like that, and you need a little help, you can use the Altuva Active 8 fasting drops. It boosts the metabolism. It actually helps to burn fat. It helps to set your stomach up to talk to your brain when you think it's hungry and that it's not hungry, okay? This is a top seller on the site as well, made with natural plant extracts that help to suppress the appetite, okay? And so a lot of people think, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to pass out. I'm going to get hungry. No, you're not, because if you're fat, right, your body is going to eat that fat, all right? Typically, the fat is going to get burned in your liver first, all right? And then it'll start to burn fat everywhere else. And so if you use the Activate drops for 7 days along with the water fast, you should get optimal results, okay? And that's why this product is one of the most popular on the site. Please, I would love your testimonials, okay, as winos when you take these, okay, because we use them and we relay that information to the winos. But you can get these Active 8 drops on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. All right. Don't forget, guys, I'm so excited that I got all of my favorite drops that I use personally, because I hate capsules, even though we have capsules on the site. Like we have these CMOS drops. All right. CMOS drops have 98% of the vitamins and minerals that our body needs daily. Everybody needs to supplement. This is plant-based, made with plant extracts from mango as well as pineapple flavor. This is one of our top sellers as well. It also has CMOS, spirulina, zinc, burdock root, and vitamin C. Spirulina also has 100% of the vitamins and minerals that our body needs, okay? And I like that this is just highly absorbable. Now, for people who don't like drops and don't like to taste and things like that, we do have the CMOS capsules as well, and that is on the site. We actually just rolled those out today, all right? And I believe they're flavored, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I got to wait on my bottle to come in, but we do have the CMOS capsules with 10,000 milligrams in case you don't like the CMOS drops, but we haven't had any complaints on them because you don't have that fishy smell or anything. And we also have CMOS powder that's going to be coming soon too, okay? So you can get the CMOS drops on the website. This also has vitamin D3 in it as well too. Shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. In addition to that, if you are from the island and you're one of the island girls and you're looking for longevity, we have the sour sop drops with sea moss and black seed oil. I like to read the research on this stuff, okay? Because sour sop is something that the island people have been using for years, okay? And scientific research also points out that this has anti-cancer. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me make sure I get it. It has anti-cancer activity, particularly against cancer cells like breast cancer and cervical cancer. And research has explored its potential to induce, hold on, program cell death. So which means if you have cancer cells, what happens is typically a cancer cell, a regular cell mutates into a cancer cell, and then the cancer cell doesn't die. It generates more cancer cells. Whereas with soursop studies, according to the National Institute of Health, this helps to kill off cells that are supposed to die. Okay, so you have regular cells that die every day in the body. Sometimes some of those cells don't die; they mutate into cancer cells. Whereas soursop, whether it's put in tea, it's extracted and put it in drops like this with sea moss added and black seed oil. This is a win-win situation here. Product, all right, that's available on the site in a drop formula, and use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order. Did I hit that right? Really? Okay, cool. Because there's so much information that I have to obtain when it comes to this. Don't forget, guys, the oil of oregano is another good one that we have on the site. This is nature's own antibiotic, okay? And so it's wild oil of oregano, too. You can smell it. It's the reason why a lot of Italians, Grecians, and stuff live a long time. And the reason why they point out that the Grecian diet that's high in omega-3s and olive oils and oil of oreganos and basils, these are all the herbs that Mother Earth has gifted us that we've used for years and our ancestors have used for years to help to cleanse us and things like that. And so according to the National Institute of Health here, oil of oregano has explored studies have explored its potential in various areas, including impact on inflammation, okay, as well as wound healing. Guys, you put this on an open wound, it's going to fry it and seal it. I kid you not. Anybody would tell you that, okay? As well as even HIV inhibition, which means like if you've come in contact with someone that probably has the virus, if you are 9 times out of 10, according to the National Institute of Health, taking something like an oil of oregano at the time, it can help HIV from inhibiting, creating a habitation in your body, okay? According to their research, not my own. Please talk to your doctors, guys, because I ain't trying to get sued here for telling y'all things that they put in our drugs anyway and just sell them via pharmaceuticals, okay? And so that's pretty much what I'm doing, okay? But I don't want no smoke with the FDA or with no pharmaceutical companies at all right? I'm just telling you what the research says here. Also, oil of oregano has shown effectiveness against various bacteria and fungi, including some strains that are resistant to antibiotics as well, too, okay? And so this is nature's own antibiotic. You can get it on the site, shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. And don't forget, guys, the mushrooms, all right? So we have the mushroom extract complex. This is one of our top sellers, as well as the T cell and NK cell mushroom Vitamix, okay? So if you don't like it in a powder and you don't have time to make smoothies and things like that, which makes this more potent of a powder, and research has shown as well, the same as the oil of oregano, this helps, according to the National Institute of Health, after 2 years of usage or maybe sooner. Some studies have shown 6 months, okay? The eradication of HPV, a very common sexually transmitted infection, all right? Do the research. It is listed on these websites. Also, the mushroom extract complex helps with focusing and things like that. Also helps with keeping the T cells and NK cells high in your body so that, guess what? You don't catch nothing, or you're able to fight it off if you do catch it, all right? Both of these products are top sellers on the site. You can read the reviews for yourself. If you don't believe me, don't take my word from it. Please also consult a doctor when taking herbs, especially if you're taking other medications and things like that. Remember, I am not a doctor, and you can get these products on my site using at the website shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 for 10% off your first order. I love you guys, and thank you so much for writing in, calling in, being vulnerable, chilling with us. You know what I'm saying? I love it when we just spend time like this, okay? It ain't always about everybody else's business all the time, even though we love it. We love it. That's why we love our own, okay? I appreciate all of you guys. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of Happy Hour, just write me, unwindwithtasha@gmail.com. We will probably see you here next Monday, all right? So get your question, because I'll always start from the questions that we did not read. If you want to advertise on our platform, please feel free to hit us via unwindwithtasha@gmail.com. If you have a story that you want to tell, okay, or a tip, we also have a wino anonymous line, okay? And that phone number is 323-405-WINO. 323-405-WINO, okay? Maybe you want to call and just talk to me. Do it, okay? I got you. I love you guys. Now we got to go. Say bye, Teddy. Bye.
I'm not a TV bitch. I'm a bitch that's on TV. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not one of these TV bitches. TV bitches like, no, bitch, I will rag you off camera. I don't even want the TV moment. I really want you to know what time I'm on. Because if I don't get I'm sorry, I'm going to stomp it out. Turn the fuck camera!
They almost took me down. They was too heavy.
Let's say you're in a relationship with a really great girl, and lo and behold, you've been lying to her the entire time. Not only do you have another woman on the side, that woman is your wife. Your wife. You're married. So let's say you did all that. My question is, why?
Men can't be trusted. The only way I'd believe a man is if I knew what he was thinking. Because they'll tell you anything to get what they want.
Yo, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight, especially you lovely ladies.
Those mofos have silver tongues.
She may be a suck-ass teacher, but Miss King is off the hook. If I was a little bit older and she was a lot younger, we could do it up maternal style.
Richard.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.